what we're looking at here is how you would see most farms in the southern Mediterranean at this time of year. We're now in August of 2025, which is by far the driest summer we've had in a very, very long time. We run a paddock system here, so the animals normally graze sequentially around herbal lays, but we've had no rain now since late February is the last decent rain we had. So March, April, May, June were all less than half of the normal rain. And what's happened this year is we've had 4 months from March through to June where we've had less than a third of the rain we normally get, and the grass stopped growing sometime in June, so we can't do rotational grazing anymore. So what we've done here is we've locked down this paddock. We've got some of the young stock in here. They've been fed on hay. The grass is pretty much gone because it's all they've got. They've been in here now for 3-4 weeks, and I think they'll be in here till the end of August. And what we'll do is, once the grass regrows, we'll move them onto another paddock, and in here we'll have to reseed this grass. So we'll go through the expense of having to direct drill into the ground new grass seed, clovers, all the herbs we normally have in this paddock. Some of this grass will recover. If you look down, you'll see there's little shoots of potential growth, but on its own we would end up with very poor grass in here. So we'll reseed, and the grass will eventually recover. These, I mean, you look at the walnuts, they're growing away really happily. We'll get a really good crop off the walnuts this year. That sort of counterbalances. So there's with all farming, there's upside and there's a downside, and the knack is to make sure that in a year you've got as much upside as you have downside. That's how it works. So with the walnuts this year, we'll get a couple of bags of walnuts per tree, and the apple trees, we're just planting new apples in here, but in some of the older orchards, the apples have done fantastically. And if you put that together with the PV we get from the solar over there, it'll just about pay for all the extra hay we'll have to buy in. So we've got a network of ponds here, ponds and scrapes. The scrapes dry out in the summer deliberately because they're great for amphibians. The ponds are deeper and they'll hold water year round. The water here, you can see from where the bank is, we're about 1.5 meters below the normal maximum level of water. But this time of year, we'd expect to see it a good foot deeper than it is. So stretching all the way up where you can see the rushes, much further up than there. This time last year, this was still holding a lot of water. And effectively, what you're seeing is the drawdown of the pond after 5-6 months of virtually no rain. This is what we're left with. But vital for wildlife, so you get a lot of wildlife coming here. A lot of birds come here, the deer come, and they'll come to get water. And there's a lot of life around the pond. It's like an oasis of life here at the moment. And you can see around you, everything's brown. There's a few trees surviving, the grass is all burnt off, it's all brown. But the pond is still green and a source of life in the area. There's been a vole nest, and it's dug up a vole's nest. See the grass here? So I'm guessing a little family of voles got interrupted one night by a badger.
What's your take on badgers?
They're part of the countryside around us. We've got cattle, so we've got a TB problem, or TB risk, but the badgers where we are here, we know they're TB free, and we're quite happy for them. The set is very close to where we're standing now, and we're quite happy for them to coexist with us on the farm. You'll see the badgers come through here quite a lot. They use the ponds for water. You'll see the footprints down on the ponds, and they'll scrub around in here and they'll find food in here. But we don't harm them, they don't harm us. We'll rub along.